This is really bad for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you in this video a chart that is horrible for Bitcoin. Absolutely horrible. If you're ready for some doomsday stuff today, woohoo! We had a nuclear reactor going up last night in Ukraine, and a lot of people are fleeing. They are fleeing Bitcoin to this beautiful thing called the US dollar. This is the DXY. This is the dollar strength index. And as you can see here, we are going parabolic. No, this is not a chart for Bitcoin, even though it looks like a juicy altcoin here. This is the United States dollarino, baby. And so I think we're coming to a moment in history here. Okay, guys, I just want to talk to everyone in a very soothing voice here, and smash the like button if you enjoy this type of content. Today is a day where we are going to decide, might not be today, but over the next few weeks, we are going to decide whether or not Bitcoin is truly freedom money, or is it simply this thing that a bunch of weird people like me and like you, we trade together in our basements. Because right now Bitcoin is trading, oh my gosh, at, let's see, $41,317. And as you can see here, as the DXY has gone up, Bitcoin has gone down. Okay, and this is kind of the levels that I'm playing at. So if you want to screenshot the video, this is kind of what I'm thinking. If you wanted to get into a short, we could come up here to around $42,000, and then we could short here on a retest of $42,000. I think that's my plan for Bitcoin. As far as Ethereum trading, I have a couple scenarios here. If we come up to 2,800 on a retest, and we're able to kind of see some movement here, we're not able to break through 2,800. I think you could confidently short on the way down there. Same thing with the level at 2,800. If we come up there and we're not able to break, or we go slightly above and then we break down from there, you could short from there. As far as longs, I don't know, guys. I'm a little bit cautious right now, mostly because of this. Like, I mean, look at this. US gasoline prices jump 11 cents overnight to $3.84, smashing a single day record. Woo! That gasoline, baby, that is getting expensive. It's a good time to have some electric cars in the garage. Thank God for that. You know, hallelujah, I got some electric cars. But, man, I love Pentoshi. Look what he said. We all gonna make it. Just a little bit sarcastic. I said, I don't know what I'd do without him. Because really, Pentoshi is, once again, calling all of this, guys. I don't know what to tell you. There's this thread that I think you need to go read. He says, today I'm a macro LARP. And he basically talks about the macro scenario. He's talking about all this stuff that I'm trying to convey to you on YouTube, even though it's not getting me any views and it's not getting me any subscribers, and I'm not telling you that we're going to the moon tomorrow. I'm trying to tell you guys the truth. So if you guys appreciate that, if you guys like that, smash the like button for the love of God. That would really help me. But let me just point out some of the best parts about this thread, because, man, I think this is a weird time in history, guys. I think, first of all, this is the only guy that I've seen who called the perfect $69,000 top. So if you want to follow someone who's like, and I'm not getting paid by Pentoshi. Pentoshi didn't tell me to say this, but like, if you go look at the daily chart on Bitcoin, like, how many people were up here at 60? It wasn't me, that's for sure. I wish I would have called it up here, but how many people were up here telling you to sell at $69,000? There was only one that I found, and his name is Pentoshi the Penguin. Okay, I love him. He's amazing. Okay, what a great guy. But he's talking, I don't know how much of this I should read off. I think you should honestly just go read this. It might be a little advanced for some of you noobs in the industry, but basically what he says at the end, let me just cut to the chase here. He says, I don't think the Fed can save the market. I don't think they can. Recession comes no matter what. Wow, that's a pretty bold claim. It's best that they induce a soft recession, and okay, so all of these words, on a YouTube channel like this, guys, I don't think that I have time to explain to you what QT means, what QE means, what interest rates are, what happens when you get interest rates down to zero and then you have nowhere else to go. You're basically screwed. Basically, if I could just summarize it for you guys, I'll just make it very simple. The Federal Reserve is between a rock and a hard place. Let's draw. Let's draw. Today is a good day for drawing, okay? Here is the Fed. The Fed is up here, okay? And they are between a rock and a hard place, okay? Have you heard that saying? Here's the rock over here. And this is going to look really bad. This is going to look awkward, but I'm just going to draw it. A rock and a hard place over here, okay? This is what they are stuck between. Okay, so I'll tell you what the rock is. The rock is inflation. Inflation is extremely high over here. And a hard place is the markets. The markets, okay? So, in order to curb inflation, they need to basically tank the markets. They need to stop providing liquidity into the markets. Right now, or over the past 2 years, ever since COVID, what they've been doing is they've been pouring money into these markets. And so if you don't understand that and exactly how it works, I don't honestly think it matters. You don't have to know every single reason of how they're physically doing this, but basically they're pouring liquidity into these markets, right? And sorry, my haircut appointment here. And if this money stops being poured into the markets, right, the markets are not going to go up forever. So the reason they've been going parabolic over here in market land, parabolic, is because of the free money from the Federal Reserve. Now, inflation is so high that it is going to cause them to stop sending all of this liquidity into the markets, okay? We know that. We've been talking about that forever. So if you want the nuances of how this works, I would go read Pentoshi's thread. But basically what he's saying is that we've reached a point where they do not have a choice. Before, they were able to kind of like get away with this, right? They were able to just keep putting money into these markets. The markets would keep going up. It wasn't showing up over here. But once we've reached a certain level, and I think that level is right about now, it's about 7% inflation, right? It's right around here. Let's just call this 7%, okay? This is when people start freaking out. This is when people start putting pitchforks in the streets and they say, guys, we ain't gonna take this no more. We ain't going to accept the price at the pump. And it's basically the price at the pump. Like, this is how normal, everyday, average Joe Americans who aren't on crypto YouTube every damn day, they're like, oh, my inflation is so bad. Look at this, $30.84. Like, that is how they are judging inflation. And so at certain point, you have Johnny Billy Joe who can't fill up his car anymore because it's $8 to fill up his car, and he starts rioting. He starts getting pissed off at the government. And so, like I said, he's in a rock and a hard place, and there is a cap on this. So they cannot continue doing this. They have to cut this off. And so basically what Pentoshi is saying, and it is a complicated process. That's why it's a 20 tweet thread here, guys. I would encourage you to go read it. But basically what he's saying is that no matter what they do, no matter how much finagling, no matter how many ways they're able to manipulate this, and he shows a bunch of examples too from the past, I think, Japan being one of them, right? And a bunch of charts that show this, that there's just no way we're going to avoid some kind of recession sometime here in the future. So knowing that information, and you're like, man, damn, Kale, this is a really, really sad video. I do not like this video. This is not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that Bitcoin is going to $100,000 tomorrow. I get it. Me too, right? But look at it. It's not. It's breaking down as we speak. It's going to $41,000. I don't think that personally for the rest of the weekend, guys, I don't know if you should trade the rest of this weekend unless you're going to short, because it doesn't seem likely that there's going to be a lot of people that want to hold Bitcoin, a risk asset, through the weekend in a type of environment like this, right? We had a nuclear reactor getting hit with mortar shells last night in Ukraine, okay? So if something pops off over the weekend, Bitcoin is the only thing people can sell. So I don't think people are going to want to hold Bitcoin through the weekend while there's so much violence going on in the world, right? And we literally could just have a nuke in Bitcoin because something crazy happened. So I think there's not going to be any buyers this weekend. I don't think there's any chance of a long to 50K. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. So, in the short term, guys, you're probably like, damn, like, unless I learn how to short, unless I learn all of these lines, these moving averages like Kale was showing me, how am I supposed to make money in this market? Well, that's the thing, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's NFTs, there's short-term trades that you could do longs and shorts. You can do all kinds of stuff to make money, even in this market. There's DeFi. We have an AMA this afternoon. I'm just going to pull up the 2+2 graphic again. I know you guys are sick of this already, but man, we have a AMA today with the founder of Drip. His name is Forex. He's freaking incredible. Today in the Discord, I think. I still got to get him to DM me back here, but so if you own one of these NFTs, you get access to people like that who are building passive income streams, who are finding ways. There's always going to be a way to make money, guys. No matter what the market is, no matter how many mortar shells are dropping in the world, right? There is always going to be someone who is making money. And that is why I founded 2+2. At the end of the day, there's a million projects out there. There's a million, profile pictures and all of that stuff is wonderful. I'm not going to dog on anybody. But the reason that we called it 2+2 is because we wanted it to be simple math for normal everyday people to be able to change their lives and to make money, right? And so it's not rocket science. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of like talking with people in the community. It's a lot of like actual going in and learning and trying to become part of something bigger than yourself so that you can elevate your game and your mindset. That's what this project is. So buy one of our NFTs. They're linked in every single video. Go sign up for BlockFi and earn free Bitcoin, literally free Bitcoin. That's a nice thing in this market to earn some free Bitcoin. BlockFi buy.com/Kale. They are the only show sponsor. And that's pretty much what I got for today, guys. But I just want to say, for the last time, right? I don't get a lot of views by telling you guys this stuff, right? I could get a lot more views by saying, to the moon, to the moon. But a lot of stuff has changed from, I think we can all agree, right? Can we just all just like sober up a little bit, right? Everything has changed since the beginning of the year. When we thought that we were going parabolic, I'll just make this chart smaller right here. Remember back in November and October and December, right from this point on, basically right here, everyone and their mother was calling for 100K Bitcoin, right? We did not get there, okay? Now we have a war, we have inflation at all-time highs, we have the Fed, we have gas prices at $3.84. The environment is totally different. And so anyone who is telling you that like 2017 is gonna play out now, or we're headed to 100K in 3 months, like, I just would encourage you guys to actually take the time to smash the likes on channels that are trying to help you, to go follow people like Pentoshi. If you're not going to follow me, at least follow Pentoshi. Follow me on Twitter. Get in a freaking good community that's talking realistically about this market every single day and trying our best to understand it and make conscious decisions about it. And I could just rant all day, but I just think that there's a lot of people in this market that wanted it to be easy, that wanted it to be instant, that wanted it to be quick. And so did I. Like back in November, man, I mean, good Lord, I would have loved to just go parabolic. We would have all got rich and that would have been wonderful. And everyone thought that was going to happen, right? But it didn't happen. So what are we going to do? We're going to crawl under a rug. We're going to cry to our mommies. We're going to be little sissy wussies in this world. I think this world has enough sissies and wussies and little weenie people. Don't you guys think? Like, can I just make my face a little bit bigger? Don't you guys think that this world has enough of that crap right now? Don't you think it's time for some people to stand up, to be, I hate to say men, but there's a lot of men watching this channel and strong women as well, to stand up in this world and make something of yourself, right? No matter how hard it is, learn a new skill, learn how to trade this market, learn how to anticipate these trends. Even when Bitcoin is now, as I'm filming this, crashing below $41,000, do you have a plan? Is there something that you can do to make money? So I'm ranting a little bit here, guys, but sometimes charts don't say it, right? Charts do not say it. We need some people to stand up in this market. I'm building a community that I love and I enjoy, and I love hanging out in there every day. If you could just check out the link below, I would love to meet each and every one of you who hears the sound of my voice right now and identifies with what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.